You're late! You promised you wouldn't be. Crossed your heart, hoped to die, and yet you're late! Again! And not even dead! You know how pathetic it looks to be sitting at a restaurant booth alone? At least when old people do it, you feel bad for them in the sense that they loved and lost. When I do it, I look like I got stood up, loved, and lost. Not too different. Totally different connotations. Like I'd ever let myself be stood up. Like I let anyone get away with it. So you'd better cross your heart and hope to die this time around, or else next time I'll be asking for a recompense in fingers. And I'm serious about it this time. I'm sure your little girlfriend really only needs 3 of them after all. Unless you're about to tell me you're a selfish bastard. I bet you just got back from one of your little dates too. I can practically smell her on you. She always stinks like cheap vanilla. I'm not saying it isn't nice, but it's not like those vanilla hand soaps or perfumes. It smells like the aerosol spray you use to freshen up your house. Can you even tell the difference? Oh, of course you can't. The fumes have already got into your brain. If it can punch a hole in the ozone layer, then no wonder it can leave a hole in what's left of your noggin that she hasn't already. You know what? Never mind. You know what? Forget I said anything. Fuck that old bitch and fuck me, right? Why fuss over any hoe at all when you could just enjoy your time with the hoe you got? I'll let you ride your carousel as long as while you go round and round on top of your various fillies and stallions. You always return back to me. You always return back to me. Needless to say, let's just enjoy the precious time we have together, right? Together, right? Considering... No, never mind. I guess I'm just... Maybe I'm just like... a little grumpy or whatever. I mean, I haven't been sleeping well lately. I don't know why. I mean, I know why you're not getting a lot of sleep as of late, but I have no excuse. No good excuse, at least. No fun excuse, at least. So maybe I shouldn't be so... You get it. You get it. You get it? So let's just move on. I mean, after all, the day isn't over yet. Dinner and a show, after all. Well, mall food court lunch and $5 mystery movie day at the Cineplex, but still, we can still have fun before that carousel of yours comes a calling back for you. I swear to God, though, the $5 mystery movie thing, the Cineplex itself, it's like the only reason the mall is still open. I wouldn't be surprised if everything at this point was more of a drug front or shell company with how otherwise desolate the place is. There's hardly ever any shops open, and the ones that are just those shitty t-shirt places that just screen print shit from the internet, and not even like good shit. There's so much shit online. So much good shit online, and for some reason they're always printing the... I mean, if we don't finish for another half hour, we'll still have a good amount of time before the movie starts, so we should probably be able to... Hey! Eye contact. I already have to fight with your whore for attention. I'm not about to fight with your fucking screen. Oh, come on. You hate when I call a broad a broad. A bitch a bitch. A whore a whore. Not in the mood to white knight for your lady love because you know it's useless, or just because you... Oh. I see. Well, like I was saying, I was thinking that before the movie, we could probably go into one of those gothy anime stores and make out in one of the changing rooms. I mean, it's not like the staff is gonna check, and even if they do, like, are they really gonna kick us out for indecency when we're like 2 of 20 people in this mall and we decide that their establishment is the best place for a fuck? It should be an honor. And I mean, they already sell dildos and other weird suck stuff there. I have to be honest. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd be game. How about you? Sounds good? I said, sounds good. You haven't heard a word I've said, have you? Don't tell me. Trouble in paradise. Figures. Figures I'm not just fighting against the rest of the world that you can fit in the palm of your hand. I'm fighting with the broad who has you eating out of hers. Don't tell me she's so codependent on you that she can't even remember to breathe without you being there to tell her to suck in. And here I thought you liked her for her sucking ability. I have no idea what else you could like her for. Well, fucking figures. Even when I have you all to myself, she'll still find a way to ruin it. What do you mean you have to go? You literally just got here. I've had you here for like 8 minutes, and you've barely even talked to me the whole time you've been there. You've just been staring at your screen with those dead fish-looking eyes. I swear to God. What could she possibly need from you in the 8 minutes you've been alone that you're so desperate to supply? She does know that distance is supposed to make the heart grow fonder, right? Well, if you're so certain you gotta go, I'll walk you out at the very least. At least then I might be able to say I got you alone for nearly 12 minutes. What a score! You know, you should ask her if I can tag along. I mean, the more the merrier, right? Besides, I think it would be great for the two of us to get to know each other better. I get the suspicious feeling that the two of us, despite our differences, have a lot in common. I mean, I almost worry you have a type in regards to strong, take-charge, dominant woman. I'd almost worry it's a kink for you. I mean, you tell me, right? Well, duh. To stroke my ego. I mean, it's not like you're going to be stroking anything else. The joke is that I think you're a selfish bastard. In bed. Besides, if nothing else, we share at least one thing in common. We should find a way to bond. If you're really so insistent about making her so deeply ingrained into your life, why, I'm surprised that we haven't even been formally introduced to one another. I almost wonder if that's intentional. Though, whoever's intent it is. Come on, I'm paying you a compliment. I'm saying that if you are the one keeping the two of us apart, That's rather benevolent of you to make sure that this girl can live to die another day. Like I wouldn't simply kill her on sight. Oh, come on. Like I wouldn't. Don't test me. Don't test me. Of course, if she's the one keeping us apart, then I think she knows that better than anyone that she'd be punching well above her weight class and getting to levels above that. And that makes her a coward, most obviously. If you allow me to press on the topic more, dare I say, I believe she's trying to insert herself into your life so inextricably with her own uselessness that even if the buck stops with me, your heart will just bleed for her all the more. You like independence, dominance, a take-hold attitude, but you also love vulnerability with a hell of a lot of time to build up behind it. If someone is needy all the time, they're a dependent pest who's only useful to you if being useful is your kink. But if someone needs you, who'd never say those direct words, who'd die before admitting she's skin and bones and flesh and blood just like the bloody rest of us, suddenly croons that she... Oh, she pulled out the big guns, didn't she? If I had her any more nailed, you could call her Christ. She's codependent, certainly, but codependent in only the way a domineering bitch can be. She only needs you because you need her to need you, and the minute you manufacture a spine, she isn't gonna let you leave. She'll just burrow herself in deeper, like those parasitic flies that pilot bees' brains until you fester and die as a prisoner of your own body. And you won't even recognize the difference. What a woman. Oh, what a woman. Deny it all you want, but I know the truth. I know your type, because I'm it. Which is precisely why I'm going to exert the authority I already know you want me to. Because you've never stopped me before. Because you're never going to really say no to me. You need to break up with your girlfriend. If you even have any brain matter left in your skull that isn't currently being filled with parasitic eggs that'll no doubt hit their feeding frenzy on what might be left up there the minute my beautiful, lilting voice stops resonating against your ear canal, you'll know why. She's absolutely no good for you. Because she's absolutely no good for me. It's that simple. Don't you know I always look out for my baby's better interests? I mean, think about it. Half the reason I even called you to the mall today was to try to suss her out based on the very little you're even willing to tell me about her. But the other half was to just simply try and get you back. We used to check out the $5 movie day by the month when they'd have them. Even when there wasn't anything good playing, we'd still eat in the food court and judge all the other patrons with the knowledge that they were all judging us. And after the movie, I'm sure we'd spend at least half an hour walking the mall, just making fun of the lame shit they have left here. It was repetitive as hell, sure, but it was without a doubt a consistent sort of thing that you wouldn't do if you didn't consider it enjoyable. If you really had a problem with the monotony of it, you would have said something sooner, or simply suggested we do something else. Go ice skating, or to the strip club, or I don't know, whatever friends are supposed to do together. But no, the things that used to delight you fill you with joy no longer. That's usually considered a symptom of depression. Not being so head over heels, sick in the head that you completely forget everything in favor of your dalliances. I consider that a symptom of desperation, personally. And that almost makes me want to pity you. You know, almost. Are you really so desperate? So needing, so wanting for love that you'd take it from anybody who'd be willing to provide it? And yet not consider the person in front of you as your first choice? You heard me. Or should I break up with her for you? You know, show her who's really in charge. And make sure she knows it's not her, if it ever even was. Your choice, Buttercup.